Hi, welcome to this session for SS3's products. My name is Kajsa Sandberg and I'm the technical support for SS3's. In this session I will talk to you about the basics in the new vacuum cleaners and also for the new Bluetooth hearing protection. Last year in the technical training conference I talked to you about the importance of proper component coding. I've seen a good result for that, and I wanted to thank you for your effort in trying to give me more data to work on. I have used this information to improve the product quality and also the new products. This year I would like to send a request for more information regarding warranty data for cutting equipment. There's some more information in the PowerPoint presentation. So, new products. We have a new vacuum cleaner. I will go through how to disassemble it and also how to assemble it, because that is the tricky part. So, when you get a new vacuum cleaner, you will find it fairly easy to unpack. And I would like to point out that this is the bigger one, the 325L. L stands for dust level. And more information, of course, in our presentation. The thing with this one is that you have a power socket. Note that you have to be careful on how much power your tool that you plug in has. So there's a limit for that, but it stands on the socket lid. So to disassemble this, you basically just take this out. You need two tools, these two. And the good thing is that you don't have to take this out, you just work from above. So you have taken this out, then you have to lift up here. There you go. And there you have it. This is basically how you open all our vacuum cleaners, even the smaller one. The difference is that you have a circuit here, a circuit board, because of the power outlet. And when you have to change the motor or do anything with the engine here, you unscrew this next tab and there we have it. So basically, you take out the electrical cord. And then you have to unplug everything is winded up. You have to unplug here to have everything taken out. But if you want to just have a look inside, like I want to do right now, you unscrew these screws. And all the screws are the same. You don't have to keep track on where you had them before. And one more. So right now I would like to unplug the fan or the engine. I take these two black ones, doesn't matter which way it goes. This is a little bit tricky to get out. It's a tight fit. And there you go. So this is the heart of the vacuum cleaner. This one is loose, so you can just take it out if you want to. And this is basically it. You have to be careful when you put this back, both that you have the engine put back, because you can twist it, but you have to make sure that you have the cords where you have this outlet. Take these inside again. So, since this is plastic, you have to be careful that you don't damage the thread on the screws. So that's why I do this by hand and not directly with the screwdriver. So, to have this put back, you put these in, and these ones first, because when you come with the thicker electrical cord, they will be jammed a little bit, so that would be good. And this is just so you won't tug in the circuit board. You have a stop here. So put that in. And like I said before, it doesn't matter which way the black one goes. As long as one is in here and one is on the circuit board. There we go. And this circuit board is loose. So you have to make sure there's markings in here, that you have them in the correct position, and all the components facing inwards. And this one is basically just standing on the tabs here. Putting this back. Okay, to assemble this together, you have to remember this one. This is for cleaning the air filter. So basically, this one pushes down a valve inside that will change the air filter, the airflow. and it's when you press this one. So this one will go. So the last parts. So like I said before, this one secures the electrical cord, so even if you tag this, it doesn't damage the product. Sometimes you have to. There you go. It will hold. Doesn't matter. So this is the tricky part, getting everything back together again. That is one. Something is in the way. Let's see what it is. The electrical cords are easy to get stuck and clamped. There we go, did the trick. So putting the handle back, and then we're all set. I've noticed this is a sensitive part. It's easy when you mount it again that you damage these ones. So you have to push in this part and then you tug it together. So you fold it in. And right now it's not working. There we go. And then you just push down. In the manual, it says that you should use a screwdriver in one end and try to get it out. Easy to damage the plastic. I usually just grab it. I have some nails left, and then I just tug it, so it's easier. Basically, that's the vacuum cleaner, the complicated one. The smaller one is very much easier. We have everything inside. I just open this. This is basically the air filter. If you want to vacuum water, mud, stuff like that, you should probably take this out because it will get really dirty. And you just tie this like this, and then you take it out. That part. And you can put this in again. So yeah, that's basically it. The vacuum cleaner is fairly simple and very nice to use. I'll put this back again. There we go. And everything is stored inside. So the smaller vacuum cleaner is much easier inside. You work in the same way. You work from the top. You have 2 screws and then you're in. I can just open it up and you can see that's it. The inside of this machine is much alike the other one. Sorry. And the inside, as you see, you don't have a circuit board since you don't have the socket. Otherwise, it looks the same. This one has a lot of different structure here. It is a little bit complicated to get it assembled again. So you have to make sure you don't squeeze anything or bend anything inside. You have to be really careful. Besides from that, it's all good. There you go. That is the vacuum cleaner, the basics of it. Have a lot of fun. So, the new Bluetooth hearing protection, I know you've been waiting for it for some time. There's a lot of different things I could talk about, but I will focus on the basically, where you can find the QR code for getting the serial number, because we need it when you have a warranty claim. We also want to see how you change the battery. That's basically it. So these come in two different forms. You will have it as a helmet version, and you will have it as with a hearing band. The difference is basically none. What you will need to work with these is a small screwdriver and another one. These I don't need. So the main issue here is with the battery side. You will find the QR code inside. You just untie this, and you will have it visually in here. To get a proper view, it will look like this. And when you scan the QR code, you will find the manufacturing information. So, to work with these, it's kind of hard when it's in the headband. So I want to start with releasing this. And I basically just make room for it to pop up. To have a better work environment, I do it like that. So you can work on it from above. So you unscrew these to get into the battery side. And I would want to do this by hand because it's kind of sensitive. There you go. I'm a little bit careful because I have the electrical cord stuck here. So you see, everything is really small. You have a couple of sockets. The other side looks pretty much the same. And what you need to do is you have the battery inside. So if you want to change the battery, you have to unscrew these screws. But to do that, I would recommend you to detach the socket. You cannot really use any tool to do this. And there are markings. This one you cannot change it. You have to make sure that you have it in the right way. Otherwise, it's really easy to bend the pins. So now it's easier to work with. The battery is attached here. So you unplug this. A little bit tricky. And then you unscrew the these screws. And it's the same screws for the circuit board as for this one outside. So you have to be really careful because the welding on these are a bit sensitive, and then you have a battery that's loose. That's how you change it. If you look into what other components we have here, you have a speakerphone. Oh, sorry, a speakerphone here. You have a mic, and you have the outlet for charging the battery. On the other side, there's a similar socket. This is for the mic that you can attach. You have inner mics on these, but if you're in a noisy environment, you might want to have an extra added mic, so you will get a clearer speech. This one looks the same inside. The difference is that instead of the battery, you have the buttons. So if you want to change the buttons on this side, you do exactly as I did this time. The only thing I want to have your attention on is when you replug the main cord. They're really tiny screws. Not like the ones we're used to. And don't forget, of course, to replug the battery if you have changed it. There we go. And of course this one. There's a number of colors here. You can find all of them in the workshop manual, what they stand for. The main issue is that you have the white cord on the left side. And you will not have as many cords on this side as you have on the other side. It's totally okay. It's supposed to be like that. Okay, so we'll try to get this back again. Make sure you tug it in properly before you close it. If you want to change firmware on this, you will have to go through the Common Service Tool. There's a section in the workshop manual that describes how you will do that. Sometimes there's a new software that we want to have installed. There we go. Can put this back. Make sure this hearing protection lump is in the lower part. Just press to snap it back in place, and then you put in this part. Sorry. There you go. So you're all set. This is the basics of the hearing protection. It's fairly simple also. I want to thank you for watching this session. And many thanks on your support and your comments and emails and thoughts, so we can have even better products in the future. See you in the Q&A session.